Business Interruption Risk Assessment. A risk assessment is like a diagnostic scan for your organization. It identifies and evaluates the stressors or triggers that could exploit your organizational weaknesses. Much like a doctor assesses environmental and other factors that might worsen a patient's condition relative to their overall health, like a stressful environment or dangerous habits, a risk assessment pinpoints potential threats that could exacerbate vulnerabilities within a fragile organization. It's important to note that while risk assessments are used in many areas of business decision-making, here we're zeroing in on risks that directly impact the continuity of your operations. When building organizational resilience, it's crucial to focus on those stressors or triggers that could disrupt operations. By understanding these triggers, you can seek to avoid them, or prepare to face them if they're unavoidable. A risk assessment doesn't just identify risks, it also helps you evaluate their potential impact so you can make informed decisions about where to strengthen your operations. Once you understand how impactful a specific risk could be, given your current vulnerabilities, you'll be in a better position to tackle it effectively. Not sure how to get started? Start by identifying external triggers. Look for factors that could exploit vulnerabilities in your organization. Examples include extreme weather, cyber threats, regulatory changes, or political shifts. Use resources like government databases or regional risk assessments to establish a baseline of common stressors in your area or industry. Next, assess how likely each risk is to occur and how severe the impact could be on your operations relative to your inherent vulnerability. Think of it like a doctor gauging the severity of flu season for a patient with pre-existing conditions. It helps you see how these risks could worsen your organization's weaknesses. Once you understand your environment, assess it against your vulnerabilities. For each trigger, determine how it could exploit specific weaknesses in your organization. For example, if your business impact analysis identified a flaw in your IT system, a cyber attack would be a trigger that amplifies that weakness. This step clarifies the real-world effects of each risk. Careful, not all stressors are equally threatening. If you are considering mitigation or prevention strategies, but face resource constraints, focus on those that pose the greatest risk to your critical functions and operations. Finally, prepare for unavoidable triggers. Some risks, like natural disasters, can't be avoided. Use your risk assessment to gauge their potential impact and develop strategies to mitigate and recover from them. A risk assessment is essential for identifying and evaluating external triggers that could exploit your vulnerabilities. By understanding these risks, you can make smarter decisions, avoid the most damaging stressors, and prepare for the ones you can't control. Need help getting started? Visit www.resiliency.help to learn more and kick off your first business interruption risk assessment today.